The Yellowjacket men are coming off of two straight victories last week. You've won three of your last four matches overall. Talk about the way the team played. You guys got it done by scoring a lot of goals against Concordia, and then you held on defensively in a shutout against Seattle Pacific.
Yeah, I think these last two games were very solid and we played very well. Especially the last game because it was a tough game, not a lot of opportunities for each teams, and we did well. And I think that in the second half we came with a lot of willingness and we did pretty well. Yeah.
It was your sixth shutout of the season, the win over Seattle Pacific. A big part of that was the way that Oliver Posarelli played at center back on the defensive line. He's the GNAC Defensive Player of the Week. Talk about what it's been like. You're playing directly in front of him as a holding mid.
Yeah, I think that Oliver and also Reese did a very good week and a very good job these two games and even before this season. Yeah, I think that playing in front of them is very very interesting because we speak a lot each other and we can give information to other teammates too. So we have an important role in the team and I think we do well.
Some of the goals that the team has been scoring have really built from the back, and the whole team's been involved. In particular, the third goal against Concordia, you guys connected 15 consecutive passes before the finish by Julian. When the team's playing that way and moving the ball all over the pitch, what's that like for you?
I mean that's we are trying to do every games, but we didn't do very well at the beginning of the season, and that's why maybe we missed some little thing that could have bring some wins, some more wins, but we are playing very well, and I think that's when we are building from the back and when we are putting the ball on the ground, it's better, and we have to keep doing this for the future, for these two games, and for the rest of the season.
And talk about the goal that was scored against Seattle Pacific. It kind of started with JD being very patient with the ball, combining with Flavio quickly, and then Nicholas had the finish. What was going through your mind when you scored that and you took the lead?
Yeah, I think that's typically the kind of action that we try to find every time, and that was a good goal and a good finish by Niklas. So that's good for the confidence of all the team, and yeah, I think that was a pretty good goal.
When you played Simon Fraser last time, they beat you at home 1-0. That's your opponent coming up on Thursday. The top team in the GNAC, they're undefeated. It's a big game for you. What are your thoughts heading into that match?
Yeah, we still have in mind the first game against Simon Fraser. I think that it was a tough game and we didn't deserve to lose this game, but unfortunately we did. So we have to have a revenge against them because I think that there is something to do against Simon Fraser, and we are pretty confident for this game.
Well, lately we've just been gelling, really. Like on and off the field, we've been getting along pretty good, and yeah, everyone's pretty close, so it just makes it that much easier on the field to get the job done. Yeah, just getting to get in and get the feel for the game. Oliver was really helpful at getting me in the flow, and I'm just really happy for the win. It was a great win.
Looking up and down the lineup, everybody has contributed at a different point in the season. One of your fellow freshmen, Chad Triplett, has recently stepped up at the outside back role. He was even able to score his first career goal. Talk about your relationship with him and that goal he scored.
Me and Chad are really close off the field. Our dorms are right next to each other. We hang out all the time. So happy for him. It was a great goal, and he's been really working hard to contribute minutes, and he's been playing great lately.
And talk about some of the seniors you might look up to, guys like Reese Lambert at center back and Garrett Robinson on the outside.
Yeah, those guys are great. I love them. They're so nice to me. They were so helpful when I was coming in as a freshman. There's new things to learn, and I just love those guys. They're great, great leaders.
Talk about what the transition has been like coming out of the high school level and fitting at the NCAA D2 level in the GNAC.
Well, the main thing's been the speed of play. Such a different ball game from high school. Physicality also. All the guys in the GNAC are really strong, and it's been a little bit of a transition, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So, yeah.
And you've heard of the success that this team has had. Building a winning season last year was a step forward, and now to be where you guys are in a position to make a run towards a regional tournament, what does that mean to you being a freshman in your first year?
Personally, it means the world. Like, it's so great to be a part of this winning season and like one of the first in the men's program, and it just really means a lot to contribute to that and be a part of the team.
I think that we're very, very confident. We didn't get the result we wanted against NNU, but I believe that the way our team came together there in the last 15 minutes of the game and overtime is what has brought a new sense of belief to the guys, because our 2 wins against Concordia and SPU will make us move up the regional rankings a little bit. And I believe that with those two wins, we can't hide anymore. We're playing for a first round game in the national tournament, something that we've never done before in the history of this program. And I believe that we're gonna need 2 great results this week. We are going to get after it against Simon Fraser. We are going to get after it against Western Washington. We know that those 2 games are never easy, especially the SFU game. They're a quality team, ranked first in the region. They're going to be ranked pretty high nationally as well. So it's going to be a great game. But at the same time, if we want to qualify for the first round of the national tournament, we are going to have to beat these quality teams. And I think this is going to be a great opportunity for us. We're playing them at the exact right time, coming off 2 great wins against Concordia and SPU. Hopefully we can get a good result in that game and then carry that over into the Western Washington game.
The most recent game you're referring to, Seattle Pacific, 1-0 win, your 6th shutout of the season. One of the players who really shined and has been shining all season, Oliver Posarelli, being named GNAC Player of the Week, the 4th Defensive Player of the Week for the Jackets this season in the GNAC. Talk about him coming in as a true freshman.
I think what Oliver has done for this program has been absolutely fantastic. He came in flying in preseason, has made that center back position his own as a freshman, which is relatively rare, to be honest. Obviously, he comes from a good background, but he's been able to utilize that experience, that little bit of an extra experience that he has, to the benefit of our program. He's playing hard. We've got someone with the ability to play out of the back, to not just hoof it long every single time. And that's what we want to do. We want to be a team that plays out of the back. But Oliver has played through injury, two relatively major injuries this season, has been a constant fixture in the back, along with Reese Lambert. So what he's done for this program has been absolutely fantastic. I love guys that can play through a little bit of pain and who will give everything they have for the program. But at the same time, Oliver is able to shine because players around him are doing the job as well. Again, Reese Lambert played 2 very good games these last 2 games. I think that Garrett Robinson had a very good game against SPU. So did Chad Triplett, who is also a freshman. And then obviously Joe only conceded one goal, made some crucial saves in both games. So it's a collective effort. But I think that, yes, a lot of credit goes to Oliver because, like I said, he's been a constant fixture in the back, and he's been able to keep our back line together on more than one occasion.
Part of that collective effort translates to the offensive unit as well. With your defensive success as of late, you tend to forget this team leads the West region in goals with 32 on the year. Julian Dragomir scored 2 more against Concordia. J.D. Hauenstein has been all over the place up front. Talk about those players in the offensive unit.
The effort that we are putting forth in the back is translating into the effort that we put forth in midfield and then, up top as well. Because if our guys in the back don't get the job done, our midfielders are not going to get the ball. If our guys in the middle of the field don't get the job done, our forwards are not going to get opportunities. So it is an effort that goes from the back to the front. It's what we want, obviously, but I think that we've scored 33 goals now. To see young guys, new guys coming off the bench, starting the game, being as important as they are right now for our team is, just like with Oliver, is fantastic to see because that also means that we've got a solid base to build on for the future. I think that Julian Dragomir, along with Mamadi Kamara, is leading the conference with 9 goals. For someone who hadn't played in a while, who had a little bit of a tough time in the past, is absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of Julian, but at the same time, I'm also proud of a guy like Ian Bream, who's been coming off the bench regularly has contributed with some goals and assists, and obviously J.D. Hallenstein, who just keeps buzzing around. Ricardo Palomino is finding his form again. Thiago has scored 5 goals for us, which is better than last year. So we've got a great offensive unit. And let's not forget guys like Victor Sanchez, who doesn't get a whole lot of minutes, but the minutes that he puts on the field are very, very important for us. He gives us time to take some of the guys that have been scoring a lot of goals off the field, give them a little bit of breather. So again, just like with Oliver, it is a collective effort, because without the hard work of everyone on this program, we wouldn't be able to score all those goals.